But before we start, real quick, I just want to ask everybody would just, if everybody would just introduce yourselves and just say where you're from. We'll start in the back.
Mike Marshall, Marshall Sapp. I'm Rockville, South Carolina.
Jason Dixon, Asheville, North Carolina.
Barbara Hope, Mount Holly, North Carolina.
Gregory Priest, Dunwoody, Georgia.
Jeannie Dixon, Midland, North Carolina. Christine Hyde, Vero Beach, Florida.
Michael Hyde, Vero Beach, Florida. Marshall Sapp.
Aaron Keith just moved from Florida up to South Carolina, Winsboro, South Carolina.
Genevieve Keith, Faulkner, North Carolina.
Jason Keith, Salisbury, North Carolina.
Lindsay Erskine, Anderson, South Carolina.
Michael Erskine, Anderson, South Carolina.
Stephen Smith, grandmother was Lila Keith. Troy Knoxville, Durham, North Carolina.
Amanda Stewart, San Antonio, Texas.
Danielle Knoxville.
London Williams, Huntsville, Alabama.
Brian Williams, Huntsville, Alabama.
Brooks family from Tate, Georgia.
Heather Keith, James White.
And then have the board introduce themselves.
I'm Tom Smith. I'm the immediate past president, and I'm from Weddington, North Carolina. Ryan Keith, director and IT chair.
Paula Smith, secretary from Weddington, North Carolina.
My name is Adrian Keith Wenham. I'm from west of the Mississippi. The only one, evidently. I live in, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I live in Shreveport, well, I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, well, it's 12 o'clock now. I guess we'll go ahead and start the meeting. So I'd like to call to order the 2025 Annual General Meeting of the Clan Keith Society USA. And I want to thank all of the members in attendance for taking time during these wonderful Grandfather Mountain Highland Games to attend this meeting. My name is David Keith. I'm the president of our society, and I reside in Harrisburg, North Carolina. I, along with my wife Heather, are also the North Carolina conveners. We currently convene for 2 of the games in North Carolina, and recently convened in our society's return to Greenville, South Carolina this year. I would like to call on Secretary Paula Smith of Weddington, North Carolina, to determine if we have a quorum in attendance, which is composed of 10% or more of the active members of the Clan Keith USA Society in attendance.
So if I could ask all active members to stand up so I can count, that would be amazing. So if you want to start off with 1,
1,
2, 3,
4, 5,
6,
7, 8, 9, 10.
And the board.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we had to have a minimum of 35 to have a quorum. Since there was no established quorum, there will be no business from the floor.
Okay. Prayer provided by our chaplain, Randy Keith of El Dorado Hills, California. I'm speaking on his behalf. He couldn't be here. So you'll bow your heads. Father God, as we gather here at the 2025 Clan Keith Society Annual General Meeting, we thank you that your righteousness is manifest in all decisions and proceedings today. We ask in the name of Jesus, and we all say amen.
Amen.
Okay, I was going to start by introducing the officers present today, but since we have already done that, I'm going to go ahead and announce the officers not in attendance today. Vice President Katie Keith could not be here. She's Rancho Cordova, California. Our Treasurer B.D. Marshall from Edie, Texas, he couldn't make it as well. I will be doing his report, and I'll also be doing Katie's report for her. Director David Marshall of Mesa, Arizona, couldn't be with us. Okay, we already talked about Randy. And I would also like to acknowledge our Keith and Kin newsletter editor that's in attendance, Robert Dixon of Midland, North Carolina. Robert had big shoes to fill as he was taking over for James Keith from Alabama. He's been our past Keith and Kin newsletter editor for 20 years. Him and his wife Sally did an unbelievable job with the newsletter. And we actually have a copy of the newsletter that Robert did. This is the first newsletter, and if anyone hasn't seen this, please, we're passing it around so you can see. If you're not a member of the society yet, this is something you'll see, that this is what you get. You get a hard copy once a year and then two emailed versions. But it's a very great publication, a lot of family information on that. So I want to personally thank each and every one of these officers and directors for their service to the society during this past year. They work for the betterment of our society by devoting their time to the operations and directions of the society and convene games as well where practical. I'm so thankful for our dedicated team of conveners throughout the United States. So, how many conveners do we have in the room here? Okay, the conveners, they are definitely the face of our organization, and we appreciate everything that they do. They're responsible for running the tents, keeping our shared heritage of Clan Keith and our SEP families alive and well. The many conveners across the country, as I mentioned, are truly the face of our society. They warmly greet family members, including many that have come to a Highland Games for the very first time, anxious to learn their place in Scottish heritage. Many first-time attendees looking for information and verification of their relation to the family meet our welcoming conveners who are always anxious to help, inviting them into the tents to share the history and verify that they are indeed in relation to the Keith family and the many SEPs that align with our family. You can see the excitement in their eyes of the new people that come to the booths, and you can hear it in their voices. It's evident as they learn their important place in Scotland's long history. This encourages membership and continues to grow our society. Then, of course, there are the hundreds of family members, many who are members of our society who make pilgrimage to multiple Highland Games consistently each and every year to spend time with family and celebrate our shared heritage together. Having representation at as many games as possible allows our society to promote the Keith family name in our history and our SEPs, our associated families. So please consider reaching out to the convener in your area to help to keep our society alive and maybe offer some assistance if possible. These conveners work so hard traveling, setting up tents, diligently running the tents, breaking down the tents each and every year. I cannot be more proud of our team, and our goal is to continue to add more Keith Society tents at more games in more parts of the country every single year. This year, for instance, we returned to South Carolina for the first time in the Greenville Games after a few-year absence, and also we're jumping into the Scotland County Games in Laurinburg. Ryan and Natalie will be handling the tent for us for that, so that's going to be phenomenal. We're really excited to have that. So at the moment, our representation across the country, we have over 30 Highland Games, and it's in over 25 states. So I just want to thank you for your trust in me as president of the society. It's an honor and a responsibility that I do not take lightly, and I'm so glad you're here with us today. So, as I mentioned, Katie could not be here from California, even though she was here last year with her parents. Came all the way from California. It was tremendous. But she couldn't make it this year. So I'm going to go ahead and give her vice president report. So Katie says, please consider reaching out to the convener area. Unfortunately, we have lost some conveners over the last year, and we have been unable to find others in some areas. It's a great way to meet others, travel, and learn about other clans. We always start the year in February in Florida and end the year in November with Texas. I highly suggest members visit other games and meet new conveners if interested, as it has been fun to meet others and see the different tent setups. She's also our convener in Northern California, by the way. I've enjoyed being vice president the last few years, and I've decided it was time for me to step down to work priorities. I am thankful Ryan Keith is able to fulfill the role. Ryan brings much knowledge about the clan, technical skills, as well as skills for marketing with social media. I look forward to serving on the board as a director role like I originally did. I hope to see many of you at coming games in the future and hope to meet other conveners in the coming years. So now, and that was Katie Keith, Vice President of Northern California convener. I now would like to call on Secretary Paula Smith to come forward to give the Secretary's report.
Hello, everyone. General membership information. We have, as of yesterday, 144 active members and 193 life members. So our clan is very healthy. 337 active life members. So, as David has said, if you know anyone who belongs to the Keiths, please ask
Paula. I will also present the treasurer's report as BD Marshall couldn't be here from Texas. A handout of the financial position has been provided to the members. Have we handed those out? Is there, okay, so if anyone doesn't have a copy, it has our financials on it. So this is a note from BD Marshall. It said, first I want to apologize that I'm not here with you again this year. My wife and I weren't able to travel this year due to job conflicts, and as a farmer, it is difficult to find someone to feed the animals when we are gone. This has been a good year for Plant Food Society USA financially. We are still solidly in the black. If you notice from last year, the checking and savings balances are lower, but we have invested in a couple of CDs which earn considerably more interest in our attempt to be good stewards of your membership dues and gifts. We still have Kintor books for sale for $25, including shipping. The post office has announced another rate increase, and they want to buy one before we need to raise the price. I think that'd just be BD's version to get you guys to buy the book. The postal rate increased this month, but I'm unsure that it'll be back. It'll be for the books, and the board hasn't raised the price yet. Don't wait. Send me a check for $25. His address is 1750 Franklin Road in Edie, Texas, and we've got that information on all information. Yeah, great. Tom says a great history of Keith Hall and the Kintor family. So from BD, thank you for your support of Clan Keith. From your extended family. BD Marshall, God bless you all. So the June 25 Treasurer's Report, our Business Advantage Banking Gold Checking Account. We have beginning balance on June 1 of $2,702.01. Deposits and credits of $499.51, including the life membership. We had $34 in withdrawals for like our website fees. Beginning balance on June 30th was $3,167.52. We also have another account that is $5,000 as of June 1, $5,673.49. We just had a nickel of interest. Ending balance was 5 cents more than the last figure I put. We do have a couple of CDs, 7-month CD. Our current balance is $13,424.53. It opened on July 25th of 23. It keeps getting extended. This term was 7 months, and it's going to mature in October 27. And we have another one that's $13,292. That's bringing in 3.93% interest. That one is earning $476.43 for the year. I'm kind of glossing over a few of these because you have the handouts as well. And the last one is we have another 7-month CD with $16,000, $287.74 balance. That's a 7-month CD as well. It'll be maturing in September, and that one has a 3.8% percentage yield. So we are doing pretty well. I mean, overall, we've been good stewards of your funds. Okay. Tom mentioned I should mention that the CDs are basically where the life membership monies come in. It keeps building. If you want to say. Okay.
That was the concept of life memberships. We don't spend it the year we get it. We put it and hope it and build on it. So over the years, we've had a good number of life memberships come in, and as they do, we transfer them from the checking account eventually to the savings account. And the CDs mature, we move the life membership to the CDs. So we have a healthy reserve in the back off the life memberships, and trying to operate pretty much day to day off of the yearly family 2-year memberships. So if something big comes up, we have something to fall back on. But the life memberships that are given in pretty much a lump sum aren't, say, squandered in 1 year. So they're held in reserve, so we keep the society on good financial footing.
Thank you, John. And now I'd like to invite our Keith and Kin newsletter editor, Robert Dixon, to come up for a moment and just give a little update on the newsletter, how you guys can help support us that way as well.
Do I still have my 35 minutes?
Sure.
Just kidding. So, my name is Robert Dixon, Midland, North Carolina. I was somewhat recently, January, February, asked if I would be willing to take on the Keith and Ken, and I actually pretty much jumped at that opportunity. Really, all I really want to say is that we, as a clan, rely on information, pictures, stories, things like that from our members. So whether you're an actual member, whether you get the newsletter or not, we'd love to hear if you're attending any kind of Scottish festival, specifically as a representative of Clan Keith. If you're obviously attending games, or if you're actually running the games or running the tents or whatever, then get us the information. Lots of pictures. You don't have to give us a big long story if you don't want to, but really the more pictures you give us, the better. The other part I should have wrote down, but my wife told me I should have had a bullet points outline. So one of the things we'd like to do, so I'm Dixon. I'm not Keith. I'm one of the Seps. We would like to start doing a little more emphasis on the Sept families. So if you've got stories that you know of any of the Sept histories, like for the Dixons, for example, especially with their relations to the Keiths and what roles that Sept had with the Keith family, we'd love to hear that. Give us that information. Even if you kind of give us like a little paragraph, we may be able to dive into it deeper if we need to, or if you've got like a good story that you just want to tell us and I can publish it, that'd be great too. So that's one of the things we're going to look at down the road is trying to try to encourage and involve the Seps as well, right? So it's about all of us. Okay? Great. That's all I got.
Thank you, Robert. Now I'd like to have our IT director, Ryan Keith, come and speak.
All right, thank you everyone for coming. I'm Ryan Keith, I'm the director of the VP. So just a couple of statistics about the website, which are over there, but I'll try to remember. Roughly, we get about 17,000 annual visits to the site, which is very positive. It always is exciting for me to watch those applications come in and that they are successfully completed. That's one of the things that I really focus on. We take, of course, the privacy very seriously, so we're constantly trying to make the site more and more robust as far as security is concerned. One of the asks that I do have as I transition into this role is for any volunteers that will be willing to help with anything website related, specifically with security. If you have any background in that, we're interested. As well as somebody to help with social media, making posts, scheduling posts for the future, and potentially, helping us put content on during the games. Social media perspective, our engagement is through the roof. Since let's just say last year, I think it was like 100% more. The more we post, the more you guys interact, which is always very positive. And so we're always trying to get the content out there that you all enjoy, and that you can interact and of course share with other people. So the more we do that, the more eyes get on the society, the more members we have, the more of a great time we can get to know our extended family across the United States. Other than that, that is about it for me. But again, I'm always available online. If you're on the website and you want to chat, I'm usually the one manning the live chat. If you send an inquiry to the contact form, most likely it's going to be me that responds. Or you can always interact with me on Facebook, social media. I'm happy to answer any questions, any customer service related issues that you may have. I'm happy to take those as well and distribute to the appropriate person. But again, thank you all for another successful year of the website not breaking.
Thank you, Ryan. The 2025 Convener of the Year. This is in Katie's words. I am honored to name Clan Keith USA Society Incorporated's Convener of the Year for 2025. This year it is given to Director and Arizona Convener David Marshall. David joined Clan Keith Society USA in 1987, and he served as director for several years and was the treasurer as well for a short while. He met Clan Keith convener Sandy Glasscock at the Phoenix Highland Games, and it was about 2 years later that Maria and Dave started helping her convene at the games in Phoenix and Flagstaff around 2000. He says the most enjoyable thing about convening for us is meeting other Keith kin at the games and trying to get them enrolled with us. But we have also built up many strong friendships with other clan representatives over the years, seeing them at all the games. He enjoys playing good Scottish tunes at the games on his bagpipes, but the pipe band he belongs to is the Arizona Emerald Society Pipes and Drums, and most of all their tunes are Irish. So he has to wait for the Highland games to play his favorite Scottish sets. He often is asked to be the piper escort for the chief of Clan McBain, who attends all the Arizona games. Thank you, David Marshall, for your dedication to the society. As mentioned earlier, David could not make it this year for this meeting. He's in Arizona, but I will accept this award and medal on his behalf, and we will get those sent out west for him. Katie Keith, Vice President, Northern California Convener, and we have the Convener of the Year award and the medallion. So we'll get that to Mr. David Marshall. He is a great supporter of the society, and I wish he was here with us. So, as president of the society, it is my responsibility to award the society's highest honor, the Klansman of the Year Award. The A.J. Marshall Memorial Klansman of the Year Award was established July 13, 1985, and goes to a member that has made very significant contributions to the society. This year's winner is Robert Dixon of Midland, North Carolina.
Take his picture.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, take a picture. I got more stuff to say, but let's have Robert come up. Congratulations. Okay. Yeah, actually, someone can get a picture of this. Oh, and I'm sorry. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That's the convener. Medal?
I didn't take that one up.
Alright, so stay here, Robert. So I first met Robert a few years ago at the Loch Norman Highland Games. And he was always just incredibly helpful. Like, obviously setting up. Adrian came in today, or a couple days ago, he helped me set up the tent. There's a lot of work involved, and it's always so nice when you get some help. And Adrian, thank you so much when you helped us set up these games here. But Robert was always there, always willing to help. Set up, break down, man the tent. Whatever the family needs, Robert was always there. So Robert will always help us that way. So we began a friendship, and through time, we started doing some more things together with the society. And he, along with Ryan Keith, came up and reopened the Greenville, South Carolina games, and that was a big thing for our family because we had to get back in South Carolina. And Robert and Ryan came and helped and set up the tent, made sure everything was going. But Robert himself, he's ready at 4:45 in the morning, fully dressed, ready to go. I mean, his dedication was unbelievable. So he would help in that way. He's actually our unofficial photographer for the society. He does photography on the side, and he takes so many great pictures. He chronologized Ryan and I's first entry into the Scottish Heavy Athletics this spring. Robert came out and trained, while we were training, he filmed everything, just supported us tremendously. And then if that all isn't enough, then we lose at 80 years old, James Keith retires from the newsletter for 20 years. Phenomenal job, huge responsibility. The society was left with a big hole. I asked Robert if he would step into that role, and he gladly did, and he has knocked it out of the park. So, with no hesitation, Robert is so deserving of this award, and I'm so proud of him. leave that up.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
let's
leave it up?
Yeah, so we can display it for everyone to come up and see. But yeah, so I was trying to be good stewards of your time because I know you want to get back out there and enjoy the games and everything. So we've done pretty well. It's only about half past the hour. So I mean, at this point, I would just like to thank all of you for being here, and I task you with continuing to share our great Scottish heritage of our proud history of the Keith family and our many Sepps that have all played pivotal roles in the legacy of our family. Let us strive to continue to grow our membership for the good of the clan and to ensure that our family stays relevant long into the future for our future generations. Enjoy the remainder of the games. Veritas Vincent. Thank you.